Hi YouTube, today I'm going to be talking about the Heki roof lights, the Mini, and in particular the Midi. This is about how to stop the roof lights damaging themselves. This idea first occurred to me when I was lying in bed in the motorhome one night, and I just dozed off, and the Heki roof light was set on its lowest ventilation setting there, you can see. So it was always nice to have a bit of ventilation at night. And all of a sudden I was woken up by this terrific bang, and the roof light had been caught by a sudden gust of wind and slammed fully open against its stops. Luckily there was no damage to the roof light, but I'm not sure if my heart will ever be the same again. So the next day I had a close look at it, and I must say, if there was a contraption just waiting to be damaged, this is it. There's nothing to stop it blowing open when it's set in either of its lower positions, so the wind can grab it and slam it against the stops. And if you're unlucky, it'll break the hinges off. If you're very unlucky, it'll break the hinges off the actual body, the curb, which is very expensive bad news, because you'd be looking at about £500 for a new roof light and curb fitted. So as a solution to this problem, I've invented these latches which lock the Heki roof lights in the upper and lower positions. The latch on the left locks the Midi in the two lower positions, and the latch on the right is for the Mini Heki, but also for the highest position for the Midi Heki. The Mini Heki roof light, which is 400 square approximately, does have two lower positions, and strangely the Dometic have fitted a lock on one of the positions but not on the other. So my latch will actually swing down and hold the unit in its lower position. And this mini latch will also help the Heki Midi. Here you can see the Midi Heki in its upper position, and the mini latch fits into position there to hold it in its fully up position. So this is the kit for one side of the Midi Heki. Got the lower two positions, the upper position, screws, and the fitting dowel. You will also need a 3mm screw drill to suit the screw, a Phillips screwdriver, a pencil or magic marker, and some tape. Can be masking tape or whatever really, just to protect it while you're drilling, and also maybe some super glue just to put on the threads of the screw if you need it. The Phillips screwdriver is slightly different to a posi drive. The fitment's slightly different. You can see on the posi screw it's got some scribe lines in between the flutes, so try not to get them mixed up, otherwise you'll chew your screw up. So fitting the lower latch on the Heki Midi is pretty easy. Just put the unit into the not the lowest, but the next up from the lowest position, and we've got a positioning dowel there with some blue tack on the end of it, which just goes into that lowest position hole hard up against the stop. And you take the latch and just place it over in position, and the pencil, difficult to do with one hand, but mark the hole off accurately. So there you can see I've marked the hole off now, and you get the 3mm drill and drill through as accurately as you can, just through the first skin. There you have the latch screwed into position now. Don't over tighten the screw, it just needs to be nipped up enough just to hold the latch, a little bit of friction. The screw shouldn't turn with the latch, it should just stay in the curb. If the screw's turning, or if it starts to turn, take it out, put a little blob of super glue on the thread and put it back in carefully. So there we have latch in position. You can press on that quite hard now and it's locked there, so safe from a gust of wind. Fitting the top latch is just as simple. So put it up into the top position and fit the latch over. Again, it's difficult to do with one hand, but you need to just level the latch up with this seam I've got my finger on, and literally mark off that hole very carefully. So I've marked the hole off there, and with the same 3mm drill through very carefully. So there we have the top latch screwed into position now, and if we move the bar fully up to the top, you can see it locks down there, so that won't move. And both latches there neatly in the stowed position. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Please watch out for my mini Heki video showing the mini Heki installation kit, and also it shows how to fit top seals to the Heki roof lights. Thanks, guys.